Hi everybody. It has been about 3 months since my last video, and as promised, I will be offering my rebuttal towards the questions posted against my earlier videos on a later date. To the few who liked what I did, a sincere thank you for your kind words and support. To the many more who disliked what I did and flung numerous private messages and emails filled with fuck yous and stuff like that, an even more sincere thank you. You guys keep me fueled. Nonetheless, I can spend the next 3 hours without a script telling you how busy I have been with work. But let us be honest, all of us are. That said, this video is not about the general elections. It is about the upcoming presidential elections. Some friends have faulted me for not doing enough videos quick enough, and thus lose out to those who sit on the other side of the fence from me. My reply is usually quite simple. We see many people post up videos, photos, cartoons, montages, blogs, and stuff like that on various platforms, such as skewed websites or via social media, or rather via other social media platforms, blasting the ruling party. Many of those comments, if one bothers to read deep into them, are unfounded and sometimes really quite amusing. Furthermore, while there is a pretty clear distinction between the ruling party and the civil service, it seems to be badly muddled. That said, in my personal opinion, anyone who can pull together scraps of facts and make a story. How many times have we looked at something online and asked ourselves how credible it really is? Is it real? Is it photoshopped? Did it really happen? It is up to the readers and viewers to make the decision for themselves, and in that sense to decide what their next course of action should be. Stirring of emotions to string people along is merely a strategy. If we want to be good decision makers, we must make sure we are well informed. If we read something on one side, we must read the story on the other side. Many of us tend to listen to one side of the story and make that decision. Not only is this flawed, it is also detrimental and dangerous, especially when considering things such as the politics of a nation. Elections are not games we play, nor are they supposed to be coerced decisions. They are most certainly not supposed to be peer pressures, nor top-down directives as well. Now I'm making this video in response to some other videos made by a group or a person calling himself, herself, or themselves Project 2011. For those of you who have yet to watch any videos by them, go ahead and watch them. Excuse me if your emotions get stirred, but before I start, one simple advice. Do not be emotionally moved after watching my video or their videos, because at the end of the day, if you were to feel a tinge of sympathy, especially towards those who do not believe in stability, then leave me a message or leave me a comment. I want to know why. I will start with a simple challenge. Project 2011, put a damn face to the name. If you want to refrain from showing your face and stating your name, then you have no right to be trying any form of opposition, because you are not credible. On a sunny day, I will say the nick you or you guys chose for yourself is cool. But when you have an agenda in mind, but refuse to show your face, you are merely telling your viewers that you are nothing more than an online hero. Having said that, balls up. Pertaining to your videos, the maximum credit I will give you would be your efforts in piecing together fragments. You are skimming the surface with your clips, offering absolutely no credibility. Let us be reminded that truth serves as the bastion of credibility. If our professors and teachers in school did not graduate from their respective fields, would you have confidence in them? When you ask a question, for example, why are the skies blue? You will expect a scientific answer, and you will believe them. Why would you believe your teachers at school? Because they have experienced what they are teaching? Because they are trained in what they are teaching? Ultimately, we believe them because they are credible. When you piece together fragments of videos and photos without offering your viewers deeper explanations, without balanced two-sided justifications, without cause and effect reasoning, then you are doing nothing more than propagating half-truths aimed at biased defamation. Clear in your videos and comments the anti-establishment stance. In my videos months back, I talked about the importance of not rocking the boat. Do you really think rocking the boat at the current moment is a good, mature, and calculated decision? You said, and I quote, "Although I support TSJ, I actually don't mind at all if TKL, TCB were to win, so long as it is not TT. Say no to Tony Tan as our president." End quote. I see no maturity, I see indecision, I see a lack of substance. There might be another financial crisis looming ahead. Do you want a fragmented country to stand against the world? Remind yourself that while no one is perfect, and thus no party is perfect as well, change must be made. But at what cost? Singapore is a small country, and while we want to think of ourselves as big, successful, rich, and developed, be reminded that there is no plateau. We need to be pulled back to reality and sometimes address the more important problems at hand. Do not for a second assume that the wealth and comfort of what we have right now will be ours for the rest of eternity. Think back to 2 decades ago, 3 decades ago, 5 decades ago. Singapore as a whole managed to make many impossible things possible. These were not achieved with luck or prayer. These were achieved with sheer determination to survive and perseverance to continue. We have a responsibility to the nation, to our families, to our partners, to our friends, to our next generation. Keep all that in mind. And please remember that in order for there to be growth and continuation of anything, communication is key and stability is paramount. This is part 1. Expect more.